Hello, friends. It is Ice. Obviously, it's my YouTube. Anyways, let's get into it. As you would have seen, or as you will see, I'm gonna put a picture up since this is my camera setup, and there's really no way for me to make this like a better view, I guess. Anyways, like I'm saying, this is my first pick a pile reading, so that is fun. It'll be interesting to get into. But yeah, I'm excited about it. Anyway, so this is gonna be who is your soulmate? I thought that would be fun. I'm a little nervous, I'm not gonna lie. I pulled from most of my decks, from 2 tarot decks. All the rest are oracles. The oracles I'm using are Divine Dog, Dark Mirror, Moonology, and then my Wisdom Oracle. So I pulled from all of my oracle decks, but only 2 from tarot. Anyways, I'm rambling, so let's fucking get into it. Starting with pile 1. So let's pull your cards out and see. We're gonna start with tarot and then work our way up. Ooh, we got 9 of Swords, 10 of Cups, the Hanged Man. Interesting. I don't know how I want to set this up, so. The 9 of Swords again. What the fuck? I'm sorry. This is just definitely emphasizing something. And the 9 of Cups. 9, 9, 9. 10, 12. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Queen of my world. Your Moonology cards are Believe in the Impossible. And you're very close to achieving your goal. And a fiery climax approaches. And then we got Deep Knowing. And then lastly we got Significance. You be you. Cute. Okay. Let's get into it. So, right off of the bat, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like you already know this person. I only say that because we have the 9 of Swords here twice. And look at the freaking symbolism. It's the exact same thing. So, maybe it's someone who you feel like they're the person for you, but so much shit has happened and you're like, nothing else can come from this. Like you're at a 9 when 10 is the end. So it's like so much shit has happened and I can't even, like if I were to give them that last sword, I would be a fool. I would be so dumb, you know? Like if I were to give them another chance, like it's like you want to give them one more chance, but you're like, how can I ignore everything else that has happened? All of the chances that I've given them. I've given you 9 chances out of 10. Like, why do you need another one? But this person makes you very happy. We got the 10 of Cups here. And the 9 of Cups. Holy fuck. Sorry, I'm just we got the Nine of Cups and the Ten of Cups. So you get wish fulfillment. This person is a wish fulfillment, also emotional fulfillment. Okay, I'm back, and it's a different day. Okay, so like I was saying, 2 Nine of Swords, 10 of Cups, 9 of Cups. So obviously a lot happened within this connection, like there's a lot of turmoil here, like sleepless nights and anxiety, and just like I'm getting like heartbreak. But with that heartbreak, the 10 of Cups and the 9 of Cups here. So this person was emotional fulfillment. They were a wish fulfillment. They were like you've never felt this way with anybody before, happiness wise, right? Like you guys just work, you just click. But then again, there's all this other shit that happened. So it kind of left you confused with this Hangman. Like, let me just take a step back so I can get a new perspective, so I can look at this from a different way. Because though this person makes me super freaking happy, I can't ignore all the other shit that they've done, which is like what I've been trying to do, is just like cover my eyes and it'll all go away. There's this meme I have on my phone. It's like a One Direction meme. And he's like, when I close my eyes, this will all go away. But obviously, that's not what's happening. Anyways, we'll get into it. So you wanted a new perspective, the Hangman, right? Let me just take a step back from this situation. And I'm getting that you were probably forced to do it, right? Like something happened where it was like the last straw. And like maybe it was spirit that like something happened, you were like, oh no, like I can't keep ignoring this. Something's got to change. Okay, moving on. We have the Queen of My World card. So I have a feeling that this person like made you feel really loved, right? We got the 10 of Cups and the 9 of Cups. So this person made you feel super loved, but it was like a selfish love. It was like, because this card is talking about how like, this is my world. If I want to be cold and distance, I can. It's my world. If you don't like it, get out, So this person was probably kind of like selfish in their love and how they loved you, especially with this like polarity between the 9 of Swords and 10 of Cups, and then 9 of Swords, 9 of Cups, right? So it's like two opposite ends of the spectrums. Like when it's good, it's really good. But when it's bad, it's really bad. So because of that, you kind of just like, you're just hanging up on this tree, like, obviously it's not anything I'm doing in this situation. It's the other person. Like they've got their own shit to deal with. And I'm obviously not helping them by staying in this situation, right? Because it's just like telling them, hey, keep treating me this way, So you're like, let me tie myself up real quick, and maybe by them losing me, it'll make them snap out of it, right? Like the realization that, I'm worth more than this back and forth. And I also want to point out that for our moonology cards, this one isn't a full moon, but it's almost a full moon. But we got a full moon here, a full moon here. Even in this deep knowing card, there's like a full moon. So I would probably look into, because with moon cycles, again, just like tarot and other things, it talks about journeys. And so I would look into the significance of a full moon. Even on this card, there's the moon cycle is a full moon. So what that tells me is that, this is reaching a resolution. And it even says that here on this moonology card, you're very close to reaching your goal. And then it says a fiery climax approaches. So we're getting to the end of the cycle here, these 9s and 10s, the end of a cycle. And so I guess now, again, you have to make the decision. Are you going to stay and continue to be given this back and forth, this like uncertainty, I could say, so maybe this person was like, I want a commitment, but I don't want a commitment. It's kind of like, like, I don't want to commit to you, but nobody else can have you. Like a super jealous person, but they also won't make a commitment to you. So it's like, what the fuck do you want from this, And maybe you came to that realization, especially with this deep knowing card. Again, you know who this person is, and you're probably very aware of the significance of the connection, but you're just like, am I? Because from what I'm told, that's not how love acts. That's not, what a person in love behaves like, which is true. But then you have to remember that some people, they have to work on themselves, right? Some people don't know how to love, or some people have a negative experiences with love, or negative examples of how love is, right? So it's not that they don't love you, it's just that this is what they know. And again, we have believe in the impossible. You're very close to achieving your goals. Okay. With the blue moon, believe in the impossible. Gibson moon, you're very close to achieving your goals. And full moon in Aries, a fiery climax approaches. So it's like, what you want. You want this person. You understand the significance of the connection, right? You're like, this is not just like a fling or just somebody that I like. Like there's something here that's way deeper than what they're giving me or what I'm getting from this. And so with this believe in the impossible card, I feel like you're like, this person's never going to change. Like, this is just who they are. This is just how they are. But the universe is like, no, believe in the impossible. Again, you manifest your reality. So if in this connection, you're constantly just like, they're never going to change. Like, I don't even know why I wasted my time. You're putting that energy out there, right? So my suggestion would be, you don't have to, how do I explain this? Like, you don't have to be in the connection for you to love the person, for you to have love with them, right? So if someone isn't treating you right, you have the right to walk away. It doesn't mean that you love the person any less. It just means that you're putting yourself first and you love yourself more than this person or how this connection is allowing you to be treated. So, if you love them enough, you love them enough to walk away, because you know that at the rate that they're going, they keep going, you're going to lose love for them. So it's best to leave now, give them an opportunity to work their shit out, and just hope that they, wake up to it and, get a new perspective. And then with your divine dog, we have significance, you be you. So yeah, like if this person is making you feel less than or making you feel like, not yourself, walking away does not lessen the connection or mean that you love them any less. It means that you love them enough to want them to change. And if the only way they're going to change is by you distancing yourself from this energy, then that's what needs to happen. That's what needs to happen. But either way, you're close to achieving your goal. So whatever decision you decide to make within this will be for you, like for your betterment. You're still on your path. So if you choose to walk away, and that's what you need to do, you're not walking away from your goals or your dreams or anything like that. You're still walking towards it. I feel like there's a fear here that by leaving or walking away from this connection, you're missing out or something. It's like a really big FOMO feeling. But you're not. And then we have a fiery climax approaches. So whether you stay or you leave, like, I feel like you need to make the decision before this other person does. Because if you're sitting in this unhappy space, waiting for them to decide whether they're going to stay or whether they're going to go, that's you giving your power away, right? You're telling them, like, I'll be here no matter what. You can't just sit here and let somebody stomp all over you, give you a little bit, like breadcrumbs, really, like they're just leaving breadcrumbs, and you're just like eating them up, like, yeah, I'm here I come. And they're just doing whatever the fuck they want to do. And here you are, sacrificing your happiness for them. And for what? Because if you sit and you wait and you're like, I'm not going to leave them, they need me, they're going to be like, you know what? No matter what I do, this bitch going to be here. So let me just go ahead and dip and then have a little fun. And then I'll come back, she'll be here. Like, that's what I'm getting. Because that's the energy you're putting off. You're like, no matter what you do, I'll be here. No. Not cool. You be you. Pick you, Don't pick this other person first. You have to put yourself first. Because the world we live in, if you don't put you first, nobody else is. So do not sacrifice your happiness for this connection. Air quotes, connection. I say that in air quotes because what's meant for you can never leave you, You can't be afraid to walk away from this because you're scared that it's never going to come back. If it's meant for you, it will come back. If it doesn't, then it's not meant for you. There's a lot of full moons here, so either way, we're closing out the cycle. It's like you can choose to get on the next train or sit here and wait for it to run you over, because either way is moving. But I do want to say there is a lot of love here. You're not crazy. There's definitely some really, really good positive moments. But that doesn't negate everything else that has happened. Okay. That's it. I'm going to call it for this one. Okay, cool. Thank you. Bye. Okay, pal 2. If you picked green adventuring, this one, then this is your reading. And the question is, who is your soulmate? The Moon, Knight of Swords, 7 of Pentacles, Seven of Wands. Interesting. Ooh, the World. And then for your oracle, we have hiding your true self. The end of a tough cycle approaches, full moon in Capricorn. Adjustments are required, third quarter moon. It's time to release negativity, full moon in Scorpio. And then go the distance. And rest. Take a time out. Okay. Right off the cuff, I do not feel like you know this person or you haven't met them yet. Just a little backstory, because you're showing up a lot here. So Right now, the energy that you're in, you're like, you're like howling to the moon, like, where's my person? You know, it's been like 7 fucking years and I've been single, and it's like I just keep fighting these battles one after the other, after the other, after the other. Could be suitors even. You're just like, I just keep getting like really mediocre shit just keeps coming through, or maybe like super difficult people keep coming through, but like none of it is what I want, you know? It's like none of it is what I've been manifesting. It's just like these no good options just keep coming and coming and coming, and it's like, Jesus Christ, can I catch a break? Can I just find a person who's like meant for me? Like we just click, we vibe, good vibes. But you're kind of in a loss of hope type of energy. As far as finding your soulmate. But who they are, let's get into it. So, with this moon card here, they could be a Pisces or Cancer. Cancer, really. A pretty emotional person, I feel like. Because as we know, Cancers are emotional, though they like to hide it. But I feel like this is an outwardly emotional person. Like, they have no problem crying in front of people or crying in front of their person. I low-key feel like they complain a lot too. Yeah, they're complainers. But we have this Knight of Swords, so a very passionate person, a person who goes after what they want, their heart's desire, and an intellectual person too, like a know-it-all but not condescending. Like they have a lot of information because they worked to get it, right? So it's someone who has like a thirst for knowledge. They love learning and they love teaching other people. And they're not rude about it. They're not like, you know, they probably make really good professors. I'm noticing this man's nose. I don't know why. It's got like a Roman nose. You can't really see it, but maybe their nose is like different. It stands out. The Seven of Pentacles. They're a patient person, a hardworking, patient person. And then we have Swords, Pentacles, and Wands. So no cups here, but we do have the Moon. So they're really balanced with their heart, their head, their emotions, and then, you know, their body in the 3D world. Like they're probably good at what they do, like their job. Probably really excel at it. And they're really patient. Like they're super, super, super patient. Look at this cute dog down here. I feel like they have a calming energy. Like when people get around them, or even maybe like you notice when animals get around them, they're just very like super laxed and comfortable. And because we all know that animals and babies pick up on energy way better than humans do. So, but yeah, I feel like they have a very calming, warm, nurturing type of like motherly energy. they kind of like to not stay to themselves, but they have a small group of friends. Like, when I say small, I mean small, like 2 or 3 close friends, you know. Everyone else they just consider acquaintances, but like 2 or 3 super close friends that they are willing to cry in front of with this moon card. Like, these people know how emotional they are. On the outside, they probably portray themselves as like, you know, this hard ass go-getter, like reserved, keeps to themselves, you know. The only thing they're interested in is a book or something that has to do with like some kind of information or learning something new, you know. I don't really feel like people approach them. They kind of have like a closed off, or so people think, a closed off type of head in a book energy, you know, like, don't bother me, I'm reading. But in reality, they're super sensitive, calm, like warm people. They probably wear glasses. Okay. With this 7 of Wands here, I feel like they're defensive. Again, with this moon too. So they're sensitive and defensive, you know, like not really the type to be able to take a joke. Like, not everything offends them, but they're on the defense most of the time when it comes to themselves. So maybe they have a lot of insecurities. Yeah, with this, it's time to release negativity, adjustments are required, the end of a tough cycle approaches. They're kind of like pessimistic when it comes to certain things. Like, pessimistic in things that, like, they have a hard time believing things that they can't see, or that they can't have like hard factual evidence for. Like, if somebody's into them, you literally have to come out and be like, hey, let's go out. You can't even be like, oh, I'm into you, you know. They'll read that as like, okay, you're into me, but you don't want a commitment. Like, you just like, maybe you just like my glasses, or you just, you know, like, they just rationalize everything. Yeah. And then again too, we have this World card, and like I was saying earlier, with all these other suits, they're pretty like complete within themselves, if that makes sense. Like, yes, they have a lot of insecurities, but they're very well balanced. Like, they don't get too emotional. Like, how do I explain this? Like, they're emotional, right? Like, they feel their feelings, right? They don't hide the way that they're feeling, you know. Like, if they're upset about something, they're gonna cry because they're sad, you know. So even though they're well balanced, that doesn't mean that they don't have shit that they need to work on, because we all do. But they are very well balanced, very grounded in the 3D world. Maybe not so much when it comes to their insecurities and stuff, you know. They definitely have a lot of triggers. A lot. Yeah, I'm getting, it's like, you see this little prince like sitting on this moon or this asteroid or whatever, and he's just like looking up like, the world is my oyster. There's so much knowledge out there to learn. There's so much that we don't know about. And it's like, they like that feeling. That there's so much that they don't know. There's so much undiscovered. There's so much to learn. Yeah. We did the top row. Let's get into the oracle cards now. We did the tarot. So with this hiding your true self card, I feel like this person probably is pretty shy, but shy, and like they're like closed off until you get to know them. Like, or it could even be that maybe they have some things about themselves that they're like, that they haven't come to terms with, that they're embarrassed of, or maybe like someone in their life, you know, things within themselves that they haven't come to terms with. Like maybe they used to get made fun of for being the smart kid, or like being the one who's like had a thirst for knowledge, you know, in high school when everyone else was out, like, I don't know, doing things that people in high school do. And they were like, I kind of got some different dreams, some different goals, you know. I get a sense that they were like that abnormal kid. Not abnormal, but they just they didn't really follow the crowd. So now that they're older, it's like they have to work on being okay with certain parts of themselves. It could be many different things. And then with the end of a tough cycle approaches full moon in Capricorn, the signs we have here, like I said, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I'm not really good with the signs as far as tarot, but with the world here, I don't remember what sign that is. But yeah, from just what I see, we got Capricorn, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. Yeah. So the end of a tough cycle approaches. So again, and then that goes hand in hand with this, it's time to release negativity, full moon in Scorpio. I feel like that's like, you know, them hiding their true selves. They have to learn how to accept those parts of themselves, you know, and maybe get rid of some of that pessimism that they have, you know, to help build their hope. Because they have the drive, you know, the motivation, the logic, you know, the intellect. But it's like, I get the feeling that they know what they want to do, but they're the type of person who, because they got made fun of so much, or you just know when you're aware that you're like the weird kid, you know, even when you're probably actually not. But that's something that they need to deal with. Yeah, and we have adjustments are required. So they're a person who is pretty strong and steady within themselves, but it seems like maybe they just go. They're constantly doing stuff. They're constantly on the move, right? This thirst for knowledge, this thirst for, you know, new ventures, new, you know, molds to break, I guess. And so that they never really take time to heal those parts of themselves. Like, even though they're patient when it comes to going after what they want, right? Like they understand that things, you know, don't just fall in your lap, you know, like you got to work hard, go after them. And again, with this world, you know, the timing is may not be immediate, you know, but it's all in good timing, you know, like they're aware that good things take time and patience and energy to grow and nourish, and, you know, they're aware of that. But it's also like because I'm with these 3 cards, I'm just really noticing how the sky is like submerged in darkness, you know, and there are cards in the deck that are way brighter. So it's like, from going after their passions and their hobbies and their career so much, they've neglected this shadow work, really. But again, they're becoming aware of it, right? The end of a tough cycle approaches, or maybe they are aware of it. It's just maybe that negativity, that pessimism, that they're not ready to let it go, because maybe that's a part of the cause for this spark and this, drive that they have, was this sense of pessimism of like, things don't just fall on the lap. You have to work after them. You have to go for them. You have to be patient. You have to be, But because of that, it built up a sense of pessimism within them, or a lack of hope, And then with this go the distance card, I kind of feel like this goes hand in hand with the Knight of Swords here. This person is really on the go. They're on the move, Like maybe a fast-paced person, like they're always thinking about the next move or the next, like they could be in a coffee shop ordering and they're like, okay, after this I'm going to be, they're like planning their whole day. They're like, their mind is always running. And that makes sense too with this rest, take a time out card, They're on the go. Constantly going after their passions, their hobbies, they're very motivated and also very grounded, right? Like they have a realistic expectation. They're grounded, right? Like again, they realize that things take hard work, and you know what I mean? They're pretty grounded in the 3D world. But their shadow self is a little neglected in the sense where work needs to be done, So thank you, group 2. That is your soulmate. And we're going to call it there. Thanks for tuning in. Bye. Okay. Hi, group 3. If you picked this soda light crystal, can you? Then this is your reading. I'm going to start with the tarot. We have Two of Pentacles, sorry. I'm definitely getting Page vibes though. Strength. And I'll show the cards too. I guess I should show them as I put them down. 9 of Pentacles reversed. The Page of Swords, yeah, I was feeling Page. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, wow, we got 2 pages. Pretty cool. Colorless Angel. New Moon in Aries. It's time to take action. New moon, a new start is coming. Beautiful. Treasure Island. And Faith. You have all you need right now. Okay. I don't get the sense that you know this person, but I feel like they know you. This person honestly is probably a secret admirer. Yeah. Like, look at this Page of Pentacles, the way he's, like, extending an offer, you know? He's like, yeah, I know you don't know me, but I've been watching you. Not in a creepy way. But I get the sense that maybe you've seen this person around, but you never really, you know, stopped twice to look at them. You're probably like, oh, that person's kind of interesting. They seem a little shy or, like very like young and naive, or like they seem super like anxious and shy, or a little kind of like aloof. Yeah, that's the word. When they're around you and you're kind of like, they're cute, but they're too young for me. Or, you know, they're, you know, it's kind of like they're too young for me, or they wouldn't be able to handle me. I get that kind of sense. But it's like that's just how they are around you, because they're like they admire you, they really like you. But in reality, they're this, you know, this is the strength card. They're this really strong person. I get the feeling that they've been through a lot, to the point where they kind of had to like start their life over, essentially. Like as an adult, it's kind of like a whole, like there's something, an element of like a whole new world for them, like a whole new surprise. Like imagine going to a new town, a new job, a new country, like where everything is different, and you're like really just like trying to learn how to balance things, you know? It's like you just washed ashore, this person, they just washed ashore in this new land, and now they're having to figure life out, you know? So maybe that's why you get the vibe that they're super shy and aloof, you know, but they are really strong, right? Because you have to be a strong person to be able to go to a whole new, completely different place and be able to, you know, accumulate. I get the feeling that they left somewhere, like somewhere that wasn't good for them, and they had the strength to be like, hey, I know I deserve better. I know there's more out there for me. I have to go follow my passion, follow my light, follow my calling, because staying in this is like turning me into this colorless angel. You know, like I'm losing my zest, right? Because pages are really fun people, you know. They are the messengers, right? Like pages know how to have a good time. And so this person, I get the feeling that they are, you know, like a really happy person. Like they light up a room when they come in, you know, they make everybody laugh and make everyone feel good and comfortable. You know, it's like that person who you could have 3 different groups of friends and they get along with everybody, you know, which is why they're able to so easily acclimate to a whole new place, a whole new life, right? Because of just their energy is very uplifting and positive and happy. And people really like that about them. Even though they see this like aloofness, this quizzical, like people see them as like this quizzical, naive, like inexperienced person, you know, not really knowing that they've been through a lot, you know, and they're really strong. I get the feeling that they don't really take life too seriously, though, you know, like they've seen the worst of the worst. And they're like, man, at least I'm not there, you know? Like, I've seen some pretty hard, bad times. I've seen people do some pretty shitty, terrible things. And while it looked really good on the outside, you know? While it looked like this beautiful garden, I was really, like, held hostage. You know, like it was blocking my own potential. So this person had to like get up and leave and walk away from this garden, right? Like realizing that though it looks all nice and beautiful, they were losing themselves. It wasn't for them, right? So they went out to find what what calls them, what's drawing to them. I'm really noticing that in both of these, this mermaid lady here, she has like a sword, and then this guy has a sword, So it's like I gotta take this one thing I have and let it lead me and guide me to my destiny, my passion, to what I'm meant to do, Like I know that this light that I have is meant to be shared and spread, and this place is only holding me back, So with the Page of Swords here and the Page of Pentacles, this person is very hardworking, and they also, they're brave, right? Especially with the Strength card, they're super, super brave. And they're okay that they're not, right? They're not like an arrogant and inexperienced, right? They're not like, I know I don't know how to do everything, but I'm also not going to learn from anyone. No. They are like, I know that I'm going to this place with like nothing but what's on my back, and I have faith and hope that, a new start is coming, that there's better out there for me. This person has a lot of faith and a lot of strength, and they're very brave. Maybe you'll meet them at work, because we have 1, 2, 3 pentacles. So yeah, maybe you'll meet them at work or at a job, or while they're working on something, right? Like maybe they'll be like an assistant at a company, or like, the receptionist at a company, and everyone doesn't really take them serious. No one takes them serious really. Whole time, no one knows they're, behind the scenes climbing up the ladder to be CEO of this company, because where they're working is a passion for them, is like what they were meant to do in this life, even if they don't know it yet, and no one in the company knows it. Like they're, yeah, I'm getting that vibe of like Mark Zuckerberg, like really building an empire from nothing. With this colorless angel card here, noticing it's number 10. 10 is the Wheel of Fortune in tarot. So again, this person has a lot of faith. They're very like in due time, like what's meant to be is meant to be. I feel like they also give a lot of themselves to people, to the point where they have nothing left. Like, maybe that light that they have within them, like that positive energy, they give so much of it that like by the end of the day, they go home and they're like, everything just hits them, their life, their circumstances, all the bad shit that they went through. It's like they don't ever really save that happiness for themselves, though they have strength, right? But it's kind of like just who they are, right? Like they can't be anything but brave, anything but strong, because they didn't have a choice, and they don't have a choice. And so because they didn't have a choice for so long, is now just like a part of who they are. With this, it's time to take action card, new moon in Aries. Yeah, I really get the feeling, especially with this new moon here too, I really get the feeling that they don't mind getting up and walking away from something. Like they are not nomads, like they don't just get up and move, but they have no problem like starting over, like doing something new, right? Like if something doesn't work, like like, I don't know how to explain that. Like, especially with this 10 again, Wheel of Fortunes. Tens also talks about cycles. So, bless you. So, they also just like, they have no problem, yeah, like starting new things. Like this is the end of my time here. I am aware of that. I realize that. I understand that. But let's move on. You know, they don't really like hold on to things. They kind of just like let things like flow. Like not really leave shit up in the air, but just kind of like they have no problem starting again. Let's just leave it at that. With this, well, let's go to this new moon card here. A new start is coming. I'm just really drawn to all of the colors, right? Like, I'm getting the sense that, like, to them, the world, like, there are endless possibilities, right? Like, you could go anywhere, do anything. Like, you're in the cosmos, right? But I also get the sense here, too, with these two cards, right? Like how this moon, it's a new moon, right? Like, it's this darkness with all of this light around it, right? So it's kind of like this person secretly suffers and no one would ever know because they just seem like this, like, light, bright, happy, like, fiery person. Meanwhile, they're, like, dying on the inside. With this faith, you have all you need right now. Again, like I was saying earlier, this person has a lot of faith. But when it comes to you, it's like, where has all of this, like, faith and hope and, like, you know, strength and bravery at? Like, you come along and I just go, like, I just lose all my blood, you know? Like, what's the word for that? I don't know. I go colorless, you know? Like, bleached, blank. I don't know what the word is. Yeah, and so it's like, you have all you need right now. All you need is faith. Confidence. I feel like this person lacks confidence around you, which makes you, like, not really look at them too much because you're like, what am I gonna do with that? And then Treasure Island, yeah, again, I feel like maybe you don't really see this person's like I'm just getting kind of like an iceberg, right? Like, you just see this, but there's so much more down there, right? Like, you don't see this person's, like, their struggle and, like, you know, it's just kind of like you see the surface level, this bright, fun, positive, like, bursting energy, but there's so much more to it. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to call it there, group 3. Thank you for tuning in and watching. Let me mention some signs that I see here. Definitely fire, because we got Leo with the Strength card, New Moon in Aries, the Page of Swords, air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And then Page of Pentacles, Earth sign, Capricorn, Earth signs, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. So, yeah. Cool. All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.